working as hard as this young lady next to me. I always gotta have a different introduction when I bring her in because it feels like a different person every time I see her. 1 minute she got orange hair, 1 minute she got purple hair, 1 minute she got purple and orange hair. Another minute she got breasts out. Then she got chest out. Then she got the thigh, wings, legs. Too much to name for this young lady.
You annoying.
Out of the, what is, should I say Brookline?
Brooklyn.
Because they call it Brookline, don't it?
No.
Ain't that what the tough people say?
I don't know why I'm getting this.
You get the feedback.
Yeah, I'm trying to kill it. It's just muted on my side.
I think it's probably because these mics are closed too. Y'all clap it up one time for B100's own Miss Key So Crazy. Come on now.
Hey.
I ain't shit. This is the lady. God damn. I took it out the road this morning, man. I want to give a big, huge shout out to the whole state of Louisiana. I just got back from New Orleans this morning. I did a 2 event show one day. I did a brunch comedy show, and then I did the dinner comedy show the same night. And man, let me tell you, it was fucking amazing. And you know how people in New Orleans get down? Food, fucking getting down. The people ready to laugh. And this was Sunday, so this was last night. People drink like it ain't shit in New Orleans. I found that out. People complain about drinking, go to New Orleans. See, don't your ass have a full stomach and drunk as shit. Thick ass women. Oh man, New Orleans got thick women. Lord Jesus. Frank White, thank you so much. Brady, Shirley, shouts out to Rugi Reed. If I'm fucking your name up, the only lady that was on the goddamn show. Riga Root. It's going down. We haven't, I don't know what it is, because you're trying to start the feedback.
It's the restream.
We have you know what? What's up, lady? How you doing?
You're just gonna have to log off on that.
Okay, there you go. Shouts out to all my brothers and sisters in the comedy game. New Orleans is fucking amazing. I have a ball. Every time I go to New Orleans, I have a ball. There's nothing boring about New Orleans. For the people who ain't been to New Orleans, Mardi Gras just ain't it. You just can't go to the Mardi Gras and just call it a goddamn thing. See, this how niggas do your show. This how niggas do your show. They go out and leave the shit open. They act like ain't nobody in here talking. We live right now, people on the radio, man. Mario Tour, the Black Addict Show. I got a lot coming up. We got the Black Light. We got the Black Annal. We got topics coming out of Atlanta. We got topics coming across the country. You don't want to miss it. Right here every Monday, 6 to 8. Mario Tour, the Black Addict Show. Tune in. We'll be right back. Yeah. The Black Addict Show, man. Mario Tori right here on B100 Radio. Oh, man. It be fucking Mondays. B100 Mondays. The Black Addict Mondays. Mario Monday. Keep so crazy Mondays. I'm about to start praying like that. Mario Mondays. It's got a little ring to it. I like that. Keep so crazy Mondays.
Yeah.
Keep so crazy Black Addict. Mario Tori Mondays. Finding that lane. We're going to find it. Black people. This topic right here was one that kind of got to me. We already know, man, in the city and across the world, we try to preserve our young blacks that go from females and males. Shit was going crazy this week. ATL is on the top of the list of wild ass cities. We done got wilder than the Wild West. We done outdid most of the motherfuckers in the West, man. During the week, sad story. And I just want to know, man, like, is the violence amongst young youth and young blacks, young men and young black females, is it getting worse? During the week that just passed, man, a young lady in the city of Atlanta in Midtown, I don't know if everybody's seen it, a young lady by the name of Miss Courtney Cox was a lawyer out of Atlanta who was found deceased in her high-rise apartment in Midtown by a young gentleman, 31 years old, who took her life and then in return had a shootout with the APD and they returned fire and the young man ended up deceased himself. There's been a lot of murder-suicides going on. With black people, they're young too. I mean, it's not like they've had time to really go through it. And in my opinion, I mean, when you're young, 25, 31, you might have went through some shit, but to take somebody else's life as if, you know, it's like marriage. When you go through marriage and shit like that, people, you used to see this murder-suicide shit of marriages, people that's been together for years. But it was a young lady on the Instagram who got murdered by her little sugar daddy or some shit a couple months ago, the young girl in Texas. Is violence amongst the young black youth getting worse, in your opinion?
I mean,
It's like, I mean, you know, I don't think drugs have the part to play with. It could have. Do we even love the young sisters anymore? Is these motherfuckers loving sisters? Couldn't think about hurting them. This guy right here, man, took a young lady who was a lawyer here in the A. I want to know what y'all think. Like, is it something going on with the times? Is it the youth? Is it what is it? Drugs, water? Help me out. Highway, access to guns. I mean, shit, you in the high rise in Midtown. You got to be doing pretty decent for yourself. And it seems like these incidents are happening more in areas of people who I guess would be well off, you would say. If you would say well off, this is the areas that it's happening. What's your take on it? Think so?
I mean, it's obvious.
Do they have problems? They have mental problems?
No, I mean, there's mental problems all over the world, but this is a stressful time for the entire world, especially in the United States. You know, you have these COVID numbers rising, you know, you have unemployment rising, you have, you know, mass homelessness. So people are under a great deal of stress.
Because they're looking like they got it, but really don't have it like that.
Yeah, young people don't really have an outlet because they don't have the same resources. You can't, you know, there are clubs that are open here in Atlanta. Because we live in Atlanta, it feels very open. In other places, kids can't go to the gym. They can't go to parties. They're not large gatherings anymore. So they're resorting to smaller gatherings with violence and things of that nature are occurring. And it's hard to really get a grip on it because we can't rely on the police. You know, our community, we're scared of the police. We don't trust the police. So you have people that won't reach out for that assistance. And then you just simply have people that have a lack of resources. So you're going to see spikes of violence.
But do the police have anything to do with you losing your grips? It's like you should even seek help before that. Why is it like the young... We are... My volume is off, ma'am.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
See that mic? Tuck that.
Oh, you said kill the mic. You said the volume. Girl, the volume was off.
The volume.
No, it ain't. That's the mic.
Oh, God.
Lord Jesus. See, this is about to be some violence right now. See, this is why shit happens.
Because men don't listen.
You said kill the volume, right? That's different than killing the mic. Okay, maybe I'm high. But I don't think the police the police are there to help. But how many niggas are calling the police when they say, man, I think I'm about to kill my old lady? Is that a police situation? The police come when the shit has already happened. So if you don't trust the police and you don't trust yourself, then you're gonna make bad judgments regardless. So you could be high, could be drunk. That's high jealousy too. Does it seem like these brothers are getting jealous of young ladies who are successful and, you know, out doing their thing, looking good, getting attention? I ain't never been jealous. Now, I done had some situations where a nigga feelings been hurt. And men don't like to talk like that. Like we don't have feelings. Yeah, we do. Yes, we do. I mean, we might not cry and be all emotional and shit, but I've had my feelings hurt. And I handle my feelings by riding around 285, smoking. Just going in a circle. I hit Roswell, just come on back around. I just come on back around, all the way back around. Once I hit 285, once I see Roswell and I see that Marietta and I see goddamn, I'll be like, nigga, I'm gonna just keep riding. Just get my mind right. Then you said we don't have outlets. Shit, the club is an outlet.
But that's here. You have places.
Well, this happened here.
Yeah, but so the problem isn't just here though. You're seeing a mass spread of violence everywhere. And that's because of lack of resources. And then you do have the places here, but there are a lot of people that are afraid it has to be one.
You need to kill that shit. Just take off.
There are a lot of people that are afraid to go out because you have the people that are vaccinated that are scared to be amongst the unvaccinated, and vice versa. So those people aren't taking advantage of the opportunities to go out here because of that. So it's hard. Especially for young people. Like I talk to a lot of young people and I hear that a lot. You got all these, we already had an issue with young people having babies. You see a lot of that now.
What's the age range you talk to?
I mean, it's everywhere, so it's not really an age range. My ministry is broad, so I talk to people that as long as you can talk. You 3-4 years old, you can hold a conversation. I'm gonna talk to you. If you're 60 and you need that support, I'm gonna talk to you.
Well, I know you say you talk to a lot of young people. So when you talk to the young people, is it more young men or young ladies that you talk to?
Well, I'm everywhere, so it's not even a particular gender. I'm in shelters. I'm talking to people in schools and churches and things of that nature. So I'm getting different perspectives from everywhere. And what I hear the most, I hear that the young men are more frustrated, it seems, than the young ladies, because they're the young men who are striving to come out of the stigmas that is poverty or hustling and all that, but they feel like there's a lack of opportunity because the people who are feeling forced to vaccinate are scared to vaccinate, so they can't get jobs at certain places. People who already have established work don't want to, vaccinate as well. So it's a lot of crap going around vaccinations.
But does that itself still seem like the young black women have targets on their back just because the young men are frustrated and they can't vaccinate and find a job and all this shit? Why our young ladies are the ones getting terminated? Because it's been happening lately. And
I mean, women have always been a target.
Well, not necessarily. I think when it comes down to like Black Lives Matter and the movement and the whole shenanigans, man, you have women and men out there. Because now it comes to the point where what young man is going to stand up to talk to the young black men? And that's a problem too. Like you were just saying, you talk to a lot of youths. There's a lot of black mentors, male figures, like in an older sense, talking to the young fellas too.
I mean, yeah, shout out my traveling brothers. That's a big part of, Masons and Eastern Stars that we give back to the community. So I see them a lot. I see a lot of the Muslim brothers stepping up too, talking to our young black men. But it's hard to, to preach something positive and to preach hope when people don't see, any opportunities in front of them. It's hard to see opportunity right now. If I was young right now and getting ready to graduate high school, I really wouldn't know, which direction I would want to go as far as work and things of that nature are concerned. Traveling is restricted. You have people that dream, I want to be an exchange student and things of that nature. All of those things have been restricted now. So.
But this motherfucker was 31 in a high rise. He had his own shit. She had her own shit. So you can't be struggling.
Oh, so hold on. You're being specific now. So you're talking about this.
I'm just talking about this specific story because you know what? It was another story where another successful young lady got murdered by another, you know what I'm saying, guy. So these people wasn't just struggling. And it's coming more frequently in the midtown areas of Atlanta. You don't see a lot of incidents happening in the cities of prominent downtown anywhere. I don't give a fuck if it's Seattle to Nashville. Atlanta has had this little cloud over it lately. Motherfuckers doing wild shit, spinning out in the middle of the road. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? It's the young brothers' time to save these young sisters. Because they're always talking about like what sisters ain't, what they ain't. Man, if you young brothers can see one of your other young brothers slipping down a slope, you know the nigga ain't had no sleep. You know he been on drugs and drinking all night. You know he got guns in the house. He ain't eating right. He ain't drinking water. Been eating checkers and shit for 5 or 6 days. Big Bufords and all kind of nasty shit fucking your stomachs and your ways. And, you know, mental health and your body running right is and you got to be healthy too. Does that play a big part of it? And mental health? Like being healthy as well? Like, because...
Well, mental health is a big part of my life. I suffer from CPTSD, so.
Do you eat good?
So, kill Instagram. I'm trying to kill Instagram. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I mean, I lost almost like 50 pounds. So I do eat well, but the thing about mental health is it can affect your appetite and eating more or sometimes eating less. So people who genuinely suffer from mental health, they have to find a regimen that works for them. You know, battling a mental illness is already very stressful, and it's something that, you know, most people don't bring to the forefront. Not everyone's comfortable talking about their mental health.
Right.
I, on the other hand, I am because I've learned that it impacts other people, you know, and there's so many people who don't believe mental health is real. I've come across tons of people that feel like, oh, you know, that's just what you think. It's a mind thing, but it's so much more than that. Mental health impacts my life on a daily basis. So for me, it's a lot of meditation and a lot of giving back. That's been my medicine, you know, to give back and help and encourage others.
Man, you goddamn right. And this shit doesn't look like it's gonna get any easier. We got Halloween approaching. Shit is already spooky. It's scary. You fucking go outside. Now you got a holiday where motherfuckers are wearing masks. And we've been wearing masks anyway this whole year. So now it's gonna really get even more spooky. I'm not ready for this shit. Halloween used to be fun. I remember fun at Halloween. Now it's so restricted. People are scared to go to certain neighborhoods. Man, did anybody used to dress up? Y'all used to dress up? We got a couple people in the audience. Do y'all dress up for Halloween? Ladies and gentlemen? Y'all used to? What character you can remember? Us that you used to love most? Halloween. One of the characters you remember Halloween just stood out to your head.
I really didn't have one that stood out.
Man, but you dressed up.
Yeah.
Nonetheless. Man, I remember one time my mama dressed me up. We didn't have no money to get a costume, so she had to try her best. And my mama used to work at a hospital. And she gave me a white lab coat and put on a tie. I went outside. She said, God damn it, you are George Washington Carver. Because I did it. Why y'all laughing? Look, listen here, my mama had vision. I was George Washington Carver for Halloween. Y'all can laugh on you. I was doing an actual project on George Washington Carver at the time. So I had already dressed up in one of her little white coats and everything. So she suggested, hey, you know, put the shit back on. Go back out. If anybody asks you who the fuck you is, you George Washington Carver. Everybody had to ask, man, who the fuck is you? Why you out here with a goddamn lab coat on? And I was a child. So the coat was dragging. I looked homeless and shit. I just started laughing, man. This was my life. Any costumes? Are you looking for Halloween? Do you celebrate Halloween? Some people don't even celebrate Halloween.
No, I was a bishop's daughter. We wasn't allowed to celebrate Halloween. We just, you know, we went to church like the day before and we got like candy and stuff. And all that, but we never got to do costumes.
All the costumes, trick or treat.
I did it for my kids though, and even I'm not into it. I was so glad when, you know, my son didn't really care too much for it, but my daughters die hard with the costume stuff, so I didn't deprive them from that foolishness. But I personally don't indulge.
Do you go to like the grown-up adult Halloween parties then?
Yeah, but I be dressed regular. But I'm always fly, so they be thinking I'm trying to be a rapper. Or
Yeah,
something,
you say Migos. Anybody, they don't give a
That's
fuck.
who I am.
Right.
The illest Brooklyn bitch.
One thing about adults, man, I don't give a fuck, man. We will turn any function into our shit. We'll take a Halloween party and that motherfucker have drugs and alcohol in it and people. Man, I celebrate it. I don't give a fuck. I'm a Christian, but I ain't the biggest Christian in the world. I don't do all that extra over the top Christianity type things, but I let my kids enjoy themselves. That's what it's about. It ain't even about me. And half of the candy they get, I end up fucking it up anyway. I don't know if anybody else do that. When you fucking high, you gotta have all that little candy. All the little candy. And they think I'm really checking the candy. Y'all bring your bags in here. Let me check them. Shit, I'm stashing Twix, Kit Kats. I'm sliding them back over to the side. I let them have all that other little shit. I don't really give a damn about what they eat. But it's Halloween, so my neighborhood will be popping Halloween. Shouts out to my new neighborhood. Ooh, Broadway Lane. I will see y'all. We can tell like next week. Our house should be done next week.
That's dope.
I don't know if we're really gonna be trick or treating. I might have something out for y'all, I guess, but I don't know. Trick or treating, just I end up eating the candy, especially when you smoking. You still smoking it?
Not really. Every now and then.
Oh man, gotta come back. I got some weed so good in New Orleans. You know how some weed put you down? This weed had me up. I couldn't even go to sleep.
That's why.
There's one of them, I was riding like, man, turn Netflix on, and it was a wrap. Anybody watching the Netflix shit? What's that? What's the new series on Netflix? You. Anybody watch that? I don't know what it was.
You isn't new.
Well, the new series, the new season. You watched the third season already? All of it?
No, I don't. I'm not really into TV like that. I'm more of a book reader, but I glimpse in and out of it.
It's man, the new season dope. Another one to be Dexter? See, I ain't never seen Dexter.
I was addicted to Dexter when I used to watch TV.
Man, I never seen it. I've been on that and that shit had your ass like, what the fuck? Suburban white folks really acting, showing their ass. And one thing about black folks in the suburbs, we show our ass too. We keep that shit on the cover. Shouts out to all the black people. They got dope ass houses in the suburb. I just sold one. We got another one. I'm happy about that. We've been traveling. Me and the wife got some dope shit coming up. My birthday coming up. December 1st. I'll be 49 years old. Motherfucker don't believe that. Because I be lying. I'm starting this new thing called Trans Agent. I don't know if y'all heard it last show. Is where people can change their sex to be transgenders. You can change your age and be trans agent. So I'm 49. I'll be 50 in December, so I'm lying. I be lying all year. I'm lying all the time. Fuck it. Black Hat Show B100. We coming right back. We got the black light. We got the black excellence. And we got black and all. You don't want to miss it. Right here. B100. Way up. Hey, right here, man, B100 Radio, man, the Black Addict Show, Mario Torque, so crazy. We in the building. We got some interns in here, too. Young ladies. What's your name, young lady?
Lexi.
Young Lexi in the building. Y'all give it up for her. Working hard. What school you from?
Georgia State.
Georgia State alumni. Did you?
No, I'm still going.
You still going? What does alumni mean? You graduate already?
Yeah.
And you played or some shit? Or you just
It just
graduated?
means you graduated.
Are you playing in any sororities? Shouts out to the sorors and the fraternities out there. Georgia State. How's it going?
It's going good.
Georgia State is the shit. My brother used to work down there in Georgia State, man. Actually, DJ Chandler, the DJ, one of the promoters in Atlanta, his son is the DJ at Georgia State. He go to Georgia State. I think he DJ a lot of their shows and shit. So shouts out to all the young people interning and working. It goes a long fucking way. What are you doing? What's your major?
Journalism.
Journalism. The lady got a camera. She's working the mic. She's coming. You got motherfuckers that have a goddamn major and don't even be doing shit in their major. Veterinarian, but you out here making t-shirts. Is that all right? You know, or early childhood development, but you scared to change the baby parent. You can't even fuck with babies. You don't even know what the baby. Get out of here. Shouts out to all the people to the goddamn college. I went to college, business management. I run my own business now, so I guess that helped a little bit. But I just don't like when you go to college, you have subjects that don't have shit to do with your major. I'm trying to run a business. Why am I taking American history? They don't have fucking shit to do with this. I'm trying to run some shit. And why they keep... You know what? My son brought some homework. I'm venting now. My son brought some homework home the other day. And they still talking about the fucking American Revolutionary War. Why? He 5. I mean, in the 5th grade, I'm sorry, he's 10. And I'm thinking like, man, there's been more history since that shit. Why are they teaching the kids the shit that we had? I mean, the curriculum ain't shit these days. I will say that. In college, I don't know what the curriculum is in college. But I know in journalism, so what do they have y'all like tweaking with in journalism? Knowing about cameras, knowing about
taking basic news writing, that type of stuff.
Good shit.
Yeah.
Good shit.
Public speaking.
Public speaking. See, that all goes with your major.
Right.
You don't need janitorial services. You don't need. Why are you taking goddamn some shit to do with feet? You don't have nothing to do with feet. So, I'm to that point. We need to change the curriculum in school. And that goes from elementary all the way to high school, all the way down to college. Change this shit. And when we gonna get new nursery rhymes, huh? I'm singing this shit to my baby 1 year old. The same shit I heard when I was 1. Do we not have any new nursery rhymes? Do we? We don't have no new Christmas songs either. Am I the only one venting? Why are we still singing the same fucking Christmas songs? Why? I'm high. Right now is a segment we like to call Black Light, where we highlight black entrepreneurs, we highlight black businesses, we highlight people doing something amazing in the black community that hasn't been done. I like the Black Light because it gives me a chance to see people that make history. Like this young lady right here, man. This week, Black Light goes out to a young lady by the name of Miss Paris McGowan out of St. Louis. Miss Paris McGowan out of St. Louis. 25-year-old young lady. She has made history, y'all. She has made history by being the first black female technician at Harley Davidson. Wow. Fucking says a lot. And a spot where mostly men dominate that area of motorcycle, especially Harley Davidson. We talk about Harley Davidson, and then you talk about black mechanics. That's kind of scary. It's like the Klan having a black cook. It go that deep. First young lady, 25 years old, out of St. Louis. She is the first black female technician to land a job at Harley Davidson. Shouts out to Miss Paris McGowan. That's some dope shit, young lady. It's like You gotta have a passion for motorcycles, and I know I have a passion for cars. So I don't know how it goes with motorcycles. I never had a chance to even work on one. But for you to be the first black young lady to work on motorcycles, that has to feel good. So shouts out to you. If anybody is out there, you want to look her up, Paris McGowan, first black female technician in St. Louis. This right here was a good one to me. We need more fathers like this. This is another black light. Trying to make sure, like I said, we highlight black folks, highlight black businesses, highlight black entrepreneurs. This one right here specifically wasn't individual. This was actually a group of 40 fathers out of Louisiana. A group of 40 fathers out of Louisiana. After 23 students were arrested in a 3-day span in a particular high school in Louisiana. 40 fathers. 40. And I just say a lot of black men don't stand up, and there's not a lot of black fathers out there. I beg to differ. It was 40, might I add, not 4. 40 black fathers created an organization called Dads on Duty to help this high school out. It was a predominantly black high school. 40 black fathers got together, created Dads on Duty, which was fathers who roamed the halls, who stayed there when they got out for like lunch and different things to help and work different shifts at that particular high school to get the youth back on track, to stop the young brothers and sisters being expelled and arrested in this particular high school. So shouts out to them 40 black men. I don't even know all their names. I just know it's 40 of them. Shit. You can barely get 40 black people to do any goddamn thing unless you're on a movie set or some shit. But then you call black fathers and say, hey man, we gotta stop this. That shows a lot of responsibility. That shows a lot of courage. And I'm proud to see that because I'm a black father myself. I haven't had to deal with anything like that with my kids, but I'm sure that if I was at that high school, I would have gathered up a couple like-minded brothers myself out there and make sure this shit get right. That's what it takes. Just like I was saying about the segment I was talking about earlier with the young lady. It takes the young brothers and the fathers to come together and do this shit. It takes our voice. Our voice, we don't have to fight to get our point across. Sometimes the presence is enough. And if you get 40 black men, that's a lot of big niggas in one goddamn place. Because all black men ain't little. And hey, you get tall ones, big tall ones, light-skinned black niggas, especially in Louisiana. I know them niggas was black. Shouts out to y'all. I can't even say no more. That's being 100. Shit. Maybe we should change that statement. I like that. Black light, that's being 100. Black light being 100. God damn it, let me write that down. Being 100. I appreciate you young black gentlemen out there doing your goddamn thing. And that's what it takes. It takes more of us. Not necessarily saying we have to stand up when there's always violence or something going on. But let's get 40 black men together, period, and do something amazing to anything that has to make a difference in the black community. I appreciate that. And that was out of Louisiana. So shouts out to them young brothers that's out there trying to help them students in that goddamn school. Y'all need it. All right. What we got, young lady? I know you got something over there brewing up.
Absolutely. Y'all know it's dope to be black. And I love to see when our black pioneers spearhead things to kind of create dope influence in the community. Now, I don't know if y'all know this, but it seems like it takes us being off the map to be safe and black. Jill Scott recently did an interview where she talked about she felt like she wants to leave the U.S. simply to protect her black son. I thought it was really dope in her perspective, and I thought it was brave of her to say because a lot of people are scared to stand up to the U.S., the United States. And she went on by saying she did her research, which led me to do some research, and ideally the place she would choose is Holland. Apparently, Holland has a dope healthcare system, dope school system. Everyone rides bikes over there, and it's not so hard to be black. So black people tap in. Do you feel like leaving the United States you can find safer places to raise your young black children. I mean, young black men are constantly under attack. And when you look at your sons at 5 and 6 and 7 years old, it's hard to believe that they may come across a simple life issue that may lead them to be judged as guilty or mistreated simply because they're brown skinned. I personally am feeling Miss Jill Scott. If I had that type of capital, I absolutely would leave the U.S. and raise my child somewhere more accepted and more loving. I hate that we're in a time now where I have to teach my child to be aware of hate. You know, fuck everybody being so obsessed with who's gay and who's straight and who's trans. I have to make sure that my daughter's aware that there's some people out here that will hate her simply because she's brown. So black people, tap in. Like, would you guys consider leaving the United States so that you can raise your young black sons safely?
I would, if anybody else don't like to view on it. And I don't like how, you know, when it gets down to the black and white situations, you know how white folks always be like, well, just go on back to your country. Like, man, y'all wasn't here. The Europeans came and discovered this motherfucker. So for us to get a better head start at this day and time, because we had our black brothers and sisters go through hell to get to where we at now, but it's still racism all through this motherfucker. There's nothing wrong with leaving. Because if you really look at it, if people who have traveled abroad, when you go to other countries, guns aren't as accessible. The problem in the U.S. is the guns are so accessible. In other countries, sometimes the police don't even have guns. They fucked your head up then, didn't they? They got sticks and shit. They got ways. The laws are so strict that they don't even see a lot of violence on a day-to-day basis in other countries because you can't get a hold of guns like that. Go to the islands. Go to these Caribbean islands and different places like that.
Now. You ain't never been in the Caribbean. It's hella guns. Jamaica.
But that ain't what I'm saying. I'm saying you don't see the gun violence. You might got them.
Yes, you do.
But okay. Take Jamaica's gun violence.
It's way more massive than here. They put the dead bodies on the front.
Compare Jamaica's gun violence to Baltimore. And that's just one city in the U.S. Now take the other 49 and add them up. See, that's just a country. I'm saying it is a small country. Like Jamaica is a country that shit. How big is Jamaica? Somebody Google this shit. Hell, there's probably ain't no bigger than goddamn Texas.
A comment. Wilmer Black Production said he would absolutely leave the country.
I sure would too.
Black son.
Yeah, because it's not like a lot of violence like that. I'm not saying people don't get killed. Don't get me wrong, but when you, like she said, Holland, for instance, if you look up Holland's gun violence, you look up Holland's, what is it, black on something, crime, black on black, I'll guarantee you it ain't high. You might get some stabbings in certain countries, but you ain't finna just, everybody don't have guns like that like they do here. Motherfuckers I can order a gun online today, and that bitch will be at my house. You can build one. I saw on Viceland, I watched a lot of Viceland about gun violence in different countries and shit. Motherfuckers was making guns out of a 3D mold, the little plastic shit that was cutting. And you can buy this machine. It costs you some grands, but you can buy a machine that can cut you out a mold of a fucking gun. And you can make that shit in a matter of 18 hours at your house. So that's the type of shit that this country has that a lot of countries don't. Because gun violence is running rapid to the U.S., man. I'm talking about everywhere. Period. But Jill Scott, good shit. That's good shit, though.
I like the idea of living, somewhere else. I've been blessed to be able to travel the entire world because of my dad and his ministry. And then, me and my ex-husband, we always travel with our kids. And shout out all my Jamaican massive, my Trinidadian massive, East Flatbush, what up? Y'all already know the vibes. Like, we know the real culture. Like, out here is foreign. And the one thing that I do know, despite the masses of violence in Jamaica and Trinidad, femicide, especially in Panama. Shout out Colón, Panama, one of the most dangerous places in the world. The dope thing about it is there's a lot of unity that's missing here. Like, you'll see white people that speak in Jamaica with a Jamaican accent and all that shit, and they're accepted there. There's no, we hate you because you white.
Because you white, right.
So I like the idea of the unity that it breeds, and that's why, me and my ex, we went hard on making sure we expose our kids to culture, not only because we grew up with parents that took us different places, but simply because I wanted my kids to see life from a different perspective that wasn't so full of hatred. Even with that being said, in other places, Puerto Rico is leading in numbers and vaccinations. In fact, 72% of Puerto Rico's population is vaccinated. They're seeing mass turnarounds in healthcare and things of that nature. It makes me wonder if here in the United States that we're so politicized and we politicize everything, and the spread of mass information is it a huge mess for us? Who would have thought that one of the most poverty-stricken countries in the U.S., which is a fact, 43% of Puerto Rico is stricken with poverty, yet 72% of the population is vaccinated.
Right.
Connecticut is almost the same size as Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico had something like 100K plus COVID cases with only like 1,000 deaths, whereas Connecticut had 400K with like 32,000. No, actually 8,000 plus deaths. And it just goes to show that it's crazy that other countries that we consider poor, that we look down, that have been stricken with so much, disdain. They've had tons of hurricanes, earthquakes, all types of things that have stricken Puerto Rico, yet they managed to get some of the poorest people in the world to take the lead on getting vaccinated and stopping the spread of COVID. I think that, in the United States, hence Jill Scott saying that she wants to raise her kids somewhere else. If we look at these other countries and how they're living and how they're moving, we actually could learn something from them. Those poor people came together as unity, in unity to get vaccinated and stop the spread of COVID. And I would love to see that here. Like, I would love to see the U.S. actually stop going to these countries and thinking that you're safe, because it comes off very insulting to natives. Like, you're thinking you're leaving the U.S. to go save the country and learn something. Learn from Puerto Rico. Shout out all my Puerto Rican people. Y'all doing the damn thing in Puerto Rico. I'm so happy for y'all. I'm glad to see that the COVID cases are turning around and people are starting to get closer to living a normal life. So I ask you people, our fans, people who are tuned in right now to Black Addict, do you think that this COVID and vaccination has been so politicized that we will never be like Puerto Rico, looking at over half or 72% of our population being vaccinated and actually defeating COVID numbers?
Yeah, that's a good question. And we do want to hear about y'all, hear from y'all. And I think America's too free. We don't have mandates like you got to go get this or else. You know what I mean? Certain countries ain't going for that shit. Like when all the COVID shit broke out and they was like, y'all got curfews, get your ass in the house or so-and-so. Your ass is outside, they was sticking your ass, caning you, popping you, tasing you. You know what I'm saying? But here it is here in the U.S., even just here in Atlanta, because this is where I was when the COVID shit broke out. Motherfuckers was still having massive meetings and groups and shit. But the governor said, oh no, y'all close the clubs, don't do this. But you didn't really say, don't fucking do this, because if we do, we coming to shut the shit down, and we need to start having a little more thrashing going on in the U.S. What's the shit they have in Africa?
You hit it right on the head. You hit the nail right on the head, because that was one of the major things in Puerto Rico that they talked about. The scientists that went over there to investigate how come they did so much better. Because they did some serious enforcing. Masks were not optional. Large gatherings were not happening, and it's crazy because if you know Puerto Rican culture, Puerto Rican people love to gather. Puerto Rican people love to party, so it was against the culture to not be able to gather in large quantities, but they managed to follow those things and separate from it. Also, you have to understand, again, this is a country where 43% of the country is stricken by poverty, so they don't have the access to the internet and the phones to get the false information. They trust their scientists and their doctors because that's the information they have to rely on. Damn it, y'all stop it with this misinformation. Let's end this shit.
Yeah, and I think America need to bring some more, like, some simple rules, because other countries have low burglaries rates. They have low theft rates because they really take your ass out in the middle of the street and cane your ass.
That's a fact. Hold on, Mario. We have a comment from, I got it right, from this young lady, because I said man older earlier. So Wilmer Black Production said, there we have that crab mentality. Yeah, people are scared. That it is that, like, somebody gets, it's stupid. You're scared to say if you have COVID, and then you're scared to say if you're vaccinated, because either way, you're upsetting some sort of
AIDS. Yeah. The fuck?
You said that. It's definitely a lot of crap.
Yeah, I mean, it's not. Like, I've had COVID. All right. I came out. I think my skin cleared up. Some of y'all need 10 days to sit down. Shit. I've had it.
So do you think misinformation is holding us back? Or do you think
I think it's just ignorance. Individuals fuck shit up because they feel like they inferior to anything.
All right, so hold on to that. All right, y'all, so check this out. It's time for what you said with Mario Torre. Now, this is directly related to this vaccination. I don't know if y'all know about this, but the protesters actually stormed the Barclays Center in support of Kyrie Irving, chanting that they want to let him play. Now, most of you know the story of basketball Brooklyn Nets player Kyrie Irving refused to vaccinate. Therefore, they won't let him play or practice with the team. All right, Mario, what you said?
What I said, Kyrie Irving works for a organization. Would you say Brooklyn Nets is an organization?
I agree.
Basketball organization. He has a contract. You have to have strict guidelines on the contract because most organizations do. I'm sure he probably read that contract and said, I don't see where it says I have to have a shot. Okay? That's his God-given goddamn right. I see where you're going. I see what you're doing. I understand it. Same thing with Colin Kaepernick. Am I against it? Fuck no. Am I for it? Yes, I can be. You know why? Because this is what separates us to be human. You have to understand him. He's not saying fuck the team. He's saying fuck this because I don't know what it's going to do to my body. I don't know what is going into my body. And you guys didn't have this in my contract. It's a big difference. You know what I'm saying? You get a contract. You can't come to work high. You can't come to work drunk. You can't come to work with this uniform on. You gotta wear that shirt. You have to follow that. There's nowhere in this contract where it says I have to be subject to an AIDS test. I have to be subject to a blah, 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 blah. I see where he's going. Will it make a difference? I don't know. But, brother, I'm not against it. Do your thing.
So what do you think about the protesters like tearing up the Barclays? Like, come on, y'all.
Hell, they stormed the goddamn Capitol. Fuck it. Come on, man. Hey, do something.
I understood why they stormed the Capitol, but as a Brooklyn native, a Brooklynite, y'all fucking chill. That's the only black-owned, that's Jay-Z shit, huge stadium that we have in Brooklyn. Like, and when I looked at the video, what turned me off is to see so many of us. It was some white folks out there, but Brooklyn natives, y'all, and a lot of them were New York natives because these people come from everywhere to watch the game. Like, that's a huge staple in the community. Fort Greene Project is right there. When I was growing up, walking down that street, there was nothing there that I could recognize that could make me aspire after someone that's relatable that I know. So I was turned off to see y'all tearing up the Barclays Center, but I get
I don't know why tear it up. It ain't like Kyrie Irving goddamn taking out of championships and nothing. What the fuck?
Well, Magic Johnson got some backlash too. Magic Johnson said in an interview that, unvaccinated players are actually letting their team down. He feels like by being a huge celebrity and also by taking an oath as a team member, you take away the opportunities of possibly going to the championships and things of that nature because now you're not allowed to play. And also, you have a major platform to influence others to get vaccinated. And I respect Magic's opinion because if we all remember when Magic first came out and we found out that Magic had AIDS, he was shunned tremendously. So he understands the shunning of Kyrie, and I feel like it would be more relatable for him to give a perspective because he was also shunned, but on a different level.
Right.
So I agree with Magic. I mean, this is your livelihood. Like, even for us, we've talked about it a ton of times. We know there may come a time where, because we travel and we're entertainers, where we may have to vaccinate. Especially if you're leaving the country and things of that nature. Mm-hmm. And I feel like Kyrie absolutely has the right to make a choice.
He has the right. Freedom of speech.
He has the right to make a choice. That's his First Amendment. But he also has to understand that his choices are going to impact his livelihood. You can't get mad at anyone for that.
But you know what? You got to be a champion in your own house and your own life first before you can to a team. You got to commit to yourself and your beliefs first before you commit to a team. Because your team is just your job. That's it. So you got to stand up with what you believe in. I had to do another request, so if you can hit me right here, young lady. And I'm with him. I'm with him. I'm not against him, and I'm not gonna be the one to say, "Oh no, fuck the vaccine." No, I'm not saying that. But I will understand what his position.
So the viewers want to know what you said, Mario. What you calling on this one?
What you mean on the Kyrie thing?
Yeah,
I mean, what I said was what I said. Goddamn,
Alright,
Kyrie,
y'all heard
you
it.
right there. Do your thing, brother. Shit. Guess what? It's probably a not. It's probably a lot of people out here who haven't got the vaccine, and it's probably a lot of motherfuckers who have faked it. I mean, I'm just saying, you can bootleg anything these days.
Oh my God, he's so stupid.
There's a lot of motherfuckers probably like, you know what, I ain't gonna take a shot, but somebody, hey, you work for give me the, you know what I'm saying?
Alright.
Vaccine yourself. Hell, vax your ass. Vax ass.
I can't.
What-
Alright, y'all. Y'all ready for Come On Black People? And
Oh, hold on. You know what? Let's take a break and come on, cause I got black people now, and you got black people now, right?
this is not Black People. This is Come On
Oh,
Black
come
People.
on, Lord, I love it.
He be making
I
up
love
segments
it.
and forgetting the shit.
I love black people. No, I didn't even do that. I didn't do that this week. Look, we're gonna take a quick break. Be right back to Black Adder Show right here on B100, and we got Black and Now and Come On Black People. It's going down. Yeah. We back at it. B100, we back at it right now. Blow your back out your back. Black at it. Get your damn Haslam pump, bitch. Yes, we black at it. Asthmatic. Matter of fact, the black. Get back for the black. For the stack. Pancakes. Breaks. Snakes. Grass. Ass. Pass. Weed. It's a seed. You need some cheese on this burger. I heard you. No other murders. Freestyle. I can rap. Watch this. I ain't even know rap. You laugh, but I ain't even know rap. Man, let me tell you something. If I had to really rap, I'm gonna have a comedy rap album. It's gonna be stupid shit. But it's gonna make sense. You feel me? Give me a topic. Somebody throw me a topic. Because you gotta have a topic when you rap. Throw me a topic. Throw me one. Huh? Christmas. Huh? What? Santa Claus. Pause. Put your drawers on the wall. Balls. Fall. I got it. All y'all. Valentine. February. Nebula. Red and green.
Harley said, waiting about the rap girl.
Get the snow. Reindeer. Get the bring the shovel. Yeah, I love her. Deeper than a undercover brother. Huh? Christmas. Jingle bells. Nigga well. Hell. Mistletoe. Kiss your hoe. Back it up. Lisseldoe. Listerine. Know what I mean? Breath stink. Wrap the package in the blank. Bang. Okay, let me stop. I'm freestyling because I know I can do it. This is one of the things that
Harley on the floor.
Second, she on the floor?
Harley
Where you at? Harley Quinn. Know what I mean?
Wilma said, "Hey."
Somebody said.
Okay, put Wilma and Harley in the next verse.
In the next verse.
Wilma and Harley, say both names.
What you said? Give me another topic, and I'm gonna put them in there. Give me another topic.
Booty stank.
Booty stank. Uh-oh, here we go.
I'm sorry, y'all.
She said it, man. It wasn't me. Guess what? Freestyle. Run a mile. Wow. Smile. Huh? Show your teeth. Wilma. Down in Alabama. Down the street. Come and get her. Then I kiss her. Dismiss her. Then you got Harley Quinn. With a pistol. A bat. Hyena. You know what I mean? Suicide Squad, nigga. Squid Games. Shoot you in the face, nigga. You been lame.
Harley is on the. She on the floor. Harley on the floor.
I told you it don't take shit
Wilma
to rap.
on the floor.
It don't take shit to rap. Give me one more topic before I go. One more. I'm on the roll.
Okay, hold on. Let one of them follow. Y'all give him a topic, y'all.
I am so done.
Give him a topic, one of y'all. Hurry up.
So I get the topic real fast before I lose
First
my...
topic, hurry up. He said, wait, hold on. You can't say that one. Okay, why backs? Why backs is the topic you got.
Why backs? Why backs?
Why backs and edges?
Why backs and edges? Oh, y'all fucked up now. Here we go. Check it out. Now, why when I come in the room, I see your back? It's wide like that, huh? Take it back. Cataracts. Put on my glasses. I can't see the little edges. Should belong to a baby. Jail. Hell. Might as well pull it out on your back. Skeet it. On your...
So I keep going. Sushi. So I do sushi.
Sushi. Huh? Bettarucci. Matter of fact, huh? I like the coochie. Even if it smell like sushi, I still get it. I drove this far, bitch. I finna hit it. Oh!
Y'all did.
I'm in her booth, nigga. What I said?
Y'all see what I go through? Why would y'all incite me? Yo, make sure you shout them out. Shout out Wilma. Shout out Hardy.
Wilma Black Productions.
Tasia. Shout out Tasia. Tasia gave you a topic.
Tasia? Okay, shout out to Tasia. She said, wait a minute. Hey, y'all can't stop this freestyle, man. This shit go on and on. Matter of fact, I'm going to drop a freestyle every Black Anna show. Fuck it.
Look what y'all did.
Oh, it's on now. And I'm going to let y'all give me the topics.
All right.
Oh, I like that.
Well, speaking of rap, let's jump into Come On Black People.
Come on.
Y'all know Mario be giving his unsolicited advice.
Come
So
on,
check
man.
this out, y'all. Flavor Flav was arrested for domestic violence. But is it really domestic violence? He was accused of allegedly poking his finger. Let me finish before you say something. He was accused of allegedly poking his finger on the victim's nose, grabbing her, throwing her down, and taking her phone out of her hand.
That ain't nothing but a mush. That's his old lady. Every nigga done mushed his old lady. Well, first of all, how the fuck old is Flavor Flav?
Who fucking Flavor Flav?
Why is this man still alive? You know how many good people I don't talk about them. But he ain't never been close to AIDS. He ain't never been shot at. Ain't nobody ever beat Flavor Flav up. He ain't caught COVID. This black, your ugly ass have no reason to put your black Halloween fingers on nobody. Because I know your black hands, as black as your face look, I know your hands. Woo! Would you let Flavor Flav finger you for $100, $200?
Hell no.
For $1,000, $100,000? I don't even think I'd have let that nigga get. Who is he mugging in the face? Was it his old lady?
Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming it's calling it domestic
It's
violence.
domestic violence.
But what I want to know, what I'm asking you, is it really domestic violence?
For a mush?
No, you turned into a mush.
Oh.
Let me say it again. He
No,
was accused of allegedly poking his finger on the victim's nose,
Is that?
grabbing her, and throwing her down and taking a phone out of her hand.
Oh, that sound like fucking. It sound like you trying to get some pussy. I do that to my old lady every time. Put your goddamn phone out. Give it here. Toss it. Forehead. Back. Dick inserted. Sound like a goddamn good time to me. Come on, black people out. Sound like he was fucking. Was I going too far?
Y'all tap in. Is that really domestic violence?
No, it's not.
Now, hold on. I'm gonna ask a retired police officer. Is that domestic violence, King?
No.
The retired police officer said it. So if you got that call, would you arrest him for domestic violence?
First of all, you got to. First of all, you gonna show up and say, "Ma'am, explain to me what happened." This her story. Well, first of all, I got out the shower and I was wet, right? And he had been asking for something all day, and I said, "I'm tired and I don't feel like a flavor." And then he put his finger on my nose. And next thing you know, his hand, see, look at my wig, it's slid back to mine. Look, he put his hand on wig, and he took my phone and put it right beside on the nightstand. He didn't throw it. Did he throw it, ma'am? No, he didn't throw it. He just set it right there. I see it, he was right there. And then he started to lick on me. He was smelling like liquor. Can he go to jail for that? Nah, I'd have been like, girl, you called me all the way to Snellville for this shit. He went to jail?
Hold on, you got a comment. So Harley says, that's a hug from my city, New York.
What you said, that little weak ass bitch didn't get hit. Domestic violence is choked, bruises, scratches, blood. You hear me? That just sounds like a good hot night. Hell, I had my wife do that to me a couple days ago. Put her finger on my nose and took my phone and threw it and said, "Take your shirt off and shut up." I ain't called no police. Come on, black paper. Got one more?
You broke that down.
Oh, here we go then. Now, this is a segment that my lovely, lovely young sister came up with, and I liked it. So I put this in order.
Hold on, you got another comment. Read this comment right
now. I was laughing.
Okay, Harley said, I bet she got her phone. We ain't giving nothing back in a DV.
Right. And domestic violence.
And domestic violence, that's a fact.
She ain't giving nothing back. So, how you call the police and you took your phone? That bitch did.
Why you get him started, Harley?
He fucked you. That's what that was.
Ew.
Stop doing Flavor like that. Don't Because Flavor Flav, that Flavor Love brought some of the baddest bitches out today. Because Delicious still fine. Huh? You wouldn't even know who the fuck Delicious was if it wasn't for Flavor Love. Am I right? What was the other girl that came out on Flavor Love?
I Am New York. I Love New York. She wasn't fine.
No, I ain't say, you didn't even hear me start off. I ain't say fine or nothing in her sentence. I had a chance to meet Delicious, and boy, that's a cool ass young lady, should I say. Not only does she look good, I think she cool. Good looking women that are cool are fucking phenomenal, baby. Shouts out to my wife. You look good and you don't. Now,
oh, oops.
Hoops, fine ass.
then she got a spin-off too with her family after that.
Right, and she was dating Shaq.
Thank you, Tasia.
You can't tell me the Flavor Love. Go back and look at that old shit because there was a lot of good-looking women on that Flavor Love shit. And you kept asking yourself, how are they kissing this man? Ugh. Would you? There's only two ladies in here, and I'm pretty sure she didn't know who the hell Flavor Flav is. You know who Flavor Flav is? Would you kiss him?
No.
I wonder who Flavor Flav favor. Does he favor his pops or his mama?
His mom, you know, he took pictures with his mother. They look
She
just
look
alike.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Shouts out to Flavor Flav mama. Now,
Molly said he had money.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So now don't say that too fast because that shows y'all ass would kiss anybody for some change. Don't do that.
She said that's why he got played. Now times have changed.
Here we go. This right here is a segment on B100 Radio, the Black Addict Show, man, that we let the audience choose. This is up to y'all. Y'all tell us, is this black people shit or no? I love this because you never know. Here we go. In the first story, there was a millionaire. Tell me, is this black people shit or no? Y'all comment on the live and comment on Kiss Oceans if you want to live, whatever. Y'all let us know. We'll give y'all time to comment on it. There's a millionaire who withdrawed his entire savings of $5 million. Withdrawn all of it because, well, let me say this. Let me read it the right way. There's a millionaire that withdrew his entire savings of $5 million and ordered the bank staff to count every single dollar because they asked him to wear a mask. And when he got done counting his money, he put it all in briefcases and left. Is that black people should have known? Come on, y'all help me out in the audience. This 434, y'all. Is that black people shit or not? That's a
Okay, Tasia said white people shit.
Okay, somebody said white people shit. Nah, a millionaire was saving. So that's white people shit.
Well, what's the nah, y'all? Y'all gotta tell us if it's white people shit.
Is it black or white? Black or no? Is it black or no? You said what now?
It's some Mayweather shit.
Mayweather shit. Okay, now that's a great goddamn point.
Yeah.
My man said that's Mayweather shit. Now let me say it again. There was a millionaire that withdrew his entire savings of $5 million in order the bank staff to count every single note after they asked him to wear a mask in the bank.
Wilmer said white people shit.
And he took the money in briefcases and fucking left. White people shit. So we got one black, one white.
No, you got two whites.
Two whites, one black. Yes and no because he was mad, so we can be petty. Okay, so you think that's black people shit? Is that what Holly's saying? White people shit. Okay, a couple white people shits. We got 3 white people shits and 1 black people shit. Because, what you think? Black people shit.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. Why?
Because he drew all his money.
Took all that
I
out.
don't think white people do that.
And took it in briefcase.
I don't know them.
What you think?
All right, so Ellie said that was some petty shit, but maybe it's some white people shit because they hate wearing masks. Harley said we want the money and go, so all the extra was crazy. Harley, you black? Let me look at your picture.
She black, yeah.
Yeah, she black.
So what you think? Black people or white? Black or no?
I'm gonna say white people shit.
White people shit. Husky, what you think?
I don't even pay attention.
I was reading again.
Husky.
Millionaire withdrew his entire savings of $5 million and ordered the bank staff to count every single note because they asked him to wear a mask in the bank. Then he took his money and left a briefcase.
I read that earlier.
Okay, don't even say it.
Yeah, I read that earlier.
All right.
But if I didn't know, I'd say, I'll probably say it's because of the pettiness of it. I would have thought it would probably, somebody like us.
Some black people shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I had read the story because the face mask thing.
Right. It was dope as fuck. Now, for everybody that did comment on it, but being that it was a bank, white people shit, okay? Let me tell y'all, It wasn't black or white. It was a Chinese man. So it wasn't black at all. It was a Chinese man. I want to say he was Chinese, wasn't he? He was Chinese or some Oriental. He went in there and said, man, fuck this shit. I'm not wearing no mask. And they still, and he was like, you know what? Just give me all my goddamn money. And I want all y'all to count the shit. That's some player shit. Shouts out to him, whoever that fucker was. You beat 100. That's a 100 move with your Chinese ass. Now, here go the next one. Black or no, y'all help me out. People, y'all still here. LA, I see you over there. What's up, Treyway? I see you right there. Listen. Really, you know we do. We do credit union. Somebody said, you know we do credit union. Not Chinese. Yeah, he was Chinese with him. Here we go. Black people shitting off. And some of y'all might have seen this. So a lot of this shit I pulled off the internet. It'd be funny as fuck. A woman was stuck with an enormous dinner bill after her blind date refused to pay for the 23 family members that tagged along. Woman stuck with a bill, and the bill actually came up to $3,000. And her blind date refused to pay for the 23 family members that tagged along. Is that black or white people shit? Help me out. I like how you laugh, because see, you thinking like me. You feel me? And when I read this story, I said to myself, okay, that's a what? That's some nigga shit. That's some black people shit. But I said to myself,
They're asking you to read it again.
A woman was stuck with a $3,000 dinner bill after her blind date refused to pay for the 23 family members that she tagged along with her.
Okay.
Black people, somebody said black people shit. Somebody said what restaurant? It don't matter. Hell, 3K it wasn't Popeyes. We know that much. $3,000 Popeyes. They had to call the chef manager. Excuse me, Laura, can you come to the front, please? Laura, can you come to the front? We got a $3,000 order.
You got another black people shit.
Somebody said black people? Okay, black people shit. Okay, LA said black people shit. This is what got me on this whole. I was laughing because when I heard this story, when I read it, and it said the woman that was stuck with 3K dinner bill after her blind date left and refused to pay the bill. I'm actually thinking, was he blind? Because, bitch, after I saw the fourth person sitting on an eye table, I'd have been like, wait a minute. Now, hold on. I'm trying to fuck you, not all them. Was he really blind? Black people shit or not? What'd you say, Husky?
Tay just said black people shit.
Black people shit? Husky? He said this nigga shit. I like his
Black people.
black people shit. What you say?
Black people shit.
Black people shit. Believe it or not, y'all are absolutely wrong. It was a light-skinned woman. Black people shit. Why are you going out eating $3,000 worth of dinner? First of all, what did you eat? Where did you go? Are you obligated to have sex with somebody after they pay that much for all your people?
Yep.
Are you obligated to have sex with her people too?
Yeah, everybody should suck your dick.
That's why I like you so. Now we on the same track. Because I be damned. And I ain't even invite y'all out. This wasn't a dinner date. This wasn't a wedding. It wasn't a bachelorette party. It was a dinner date. First of all, I knew that was some black people shit. Because when I said, who the fuck, what woman would invite 23 other motherfuckers? So you was getting this nigga for his paper. And when he refused, he wasn't wrong. Right? Then I did the math. If that man left, you had 23 family members. One left, so it's 25 total, adding your ass, which is the datee, and then the person that was the dater. You minus 24. 25 minus 1 is 20. Yeah, that. 25 minus 1 is 24. I did the math. 24 divided into 3K. Somebody help me out. My phone just died.
I got y'all.
24. Somebody help me out real fast. $23,000 divided by 24. Somebody help me out real fast.
125.
Y'all ass should have paid all that shit. $125 a piece. That's what Jazz get for coming out here thinking I was gonna pay for it. I'd have stood up and said, "Here go my tip." I'd have dropped to 50, and I'd have left. You ain't gotta tell me I'm staying. It's 24 y'all ass in this bitch. Y'all better pay it. I dropped my little $50 because I ain't had nothing but some salmon. Huh? You know, salmon don't cost nothing. Depending on what kind of restaurant you in. Mario Toure. Crave Lounge tomorrow night. I'm at B100 Radio every Monday, 6 to 8 with Keisho Crazy.
Oh wait, they said you didn't tell them. Was it black people shit or white?
Yeah, that was
people
black people shit. She was light skinned though, so that's really
like,
don't care.
that's what threw you off because he said she's light skinned.
Light skinned, yeah. She was like, wait a minute, hold on. Yeah,
all right, hold on, guys. Before we start off, let me give y'all something dope for the Black Excellence. Shout out all my traveling brothers and sisters.
Black Excellence, here we
You
go.
already know what it is. All right, so Black Excellence goes to Doug Thompson. He's the owner of Flavors Barbershop in Lithonia, Georgia. This is not your average barbershop. It has a full bar and is known to be the lit after-hour spots where you can get a cut, sip, and enjoy live entertainment. It's exclusive, so be prepared to run into some heavy hitters from entertainers to mega church pastors. What I love most about Flavors is all are welcome. Gay, straight, short, tall. Doug created an environment that welcomes them all. Doug is a model humanitarian who employs the youth and gives second chances to those who would have otherwise been looked over. It's with honor that I give the Black Excellence to my traveling brother, Doug Thompson. Yo, y'all make sure y'all go follow Doug's Flavors on IG. This is my favorite and personal barbershop. Shout out my barber, BK. And those of you that want to visit Flavors and get a drink or get your party on after hours, watch the game. He's located at 6966 Main Street in Lithonia, Georgia. Again, that's 6966 Main Street in Lithonia, Georgia. And y'all make sure y'all follow him at Doug Flavors with a Z on IG. Shout out to you, brother.
That's right over there by the post office. I know exactly what it is. Main Street, Lithonia. Man, so, hold on.
It's dope. It's a full bar in there.
I know it. Why the fuck would I want to get a haircut then? You got a bar, live entertainment. You got pastors in there.
Everybody.
I can get prayed. I can get some hand laid on me,
Maybe
get some
scripted.
hands laid on me.
We be having-
Shit, this is sound like is this heaven?
Yeah, that's my barbershop.
Oh man, shouts out. Next time you get your haircut, let me know. All right, I don't need a haircut. I might just need a facial. Okay?
You already heard.
Hell yeah.
Yo,
Shouts
we
out.
love you, Doug, man.
Doug,
Love
shouts
you.
out to you, baby. Shouts out to the whole East Side, Lithonia, Husky, STFU, the young lady intern. What's your name again?
Lexi Lane.
Lexi Lane. Y'all, Lexi Lane. Shouts out to her. Shouts out to B100 for having us here, man. The Black Addict Show. Mario Toure. You can follow me on all social platforms. MarioTory. Tell them how to find the key. So.
Y'all can follow me at Keso Crazy on all platforms. That's KESOCRAZAE. And y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. Talk That Ish is coming up next.
Ooh, what you just said. We out of here. Be safe. Yeah.